A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Wednesday, January 17th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. The FBI subpoena served on the Orange County Attorney's Office pertaining to the Star CIO contracts for part-time information technology calls for 6 specific documents or sets of documents. A copy of the subpoena has been obtained by Mid-Hudson News. Star CIO is the company that was awarded a $64,000 contract for part-time work over a limited period of time. It evolved into extensions over the course of 2023, totaling some $800,000. The subpoena calls for contracts and drafts, records related to communications with Star CIO, all communications related to the authorization of Star CIO contracts, records related to the bidding and RFP process, records related to the payments, including payment and authorization, records related to communications with any potential competitor, replacement of Star CIO. The subpoena makes no reference to allegations of favoritism in the choosing of Star CIO because the owner is the brother-in-law of Langdon Chapman, the county Human Resources Commissioner, or that Chapman exerted any influence in the hiring of Star CIO as an IT consultant. A special committee of the Orange County Legislature last year held a series of fact-finding hearings to learn what they could about awarding of a contract for part-time information technology work that evolved from $64,000 to $800,000. That committee is in the process of drafting a report, but County Legislator Jimmy O'Donnell, a retired state police major, suggested the county back off for a while.
The last thing we want to do is jeopardize anything that they could be looking at. And you're not going to coordinate it. That's the worst thing you could do. So just stop our investigation. Let it sit on the shelf until such time as the FBI finishes their investigation. You do not want to do anything that interferes with their investigation.
The FBI has subpoenaed several documents pertaining to the selection of Star CIO and the county's contract procedure. Just days after several animal rescue groups saved more than 20 Great Danes from horrific conditions in a Milan home, Dutchess County officials have begun investigating complaints about the Dutchess County SPCA. County Legislature Chairman Will Truitt and County Executive Sue Serino indicated they'll look into the situation. After speaking with people who are familiar with the Milan rescue, the county officials indicated that an investigation into the Dutchess SPCA is likely. Here's Truitt.
This never should have happened. There should have been intervention years ago in this instance. So we are going to look at all of our options and avenues so that we can make sure this does not happen again.
The rescue that occurred last Friday involved several out-of-county rescue groups saving the dogs from Dutchess County residents where the owner had died. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
Legalized purchase of adult-use cannabis in the state did not get off the ground smoothly, and Middletown officials are fed up with illegal sales and use of those products. On Tuesday night, the Common Council adopted a local law creating tobacco, hookah, and vaping establishments must be licensed because, as Mayor Joseph DeStefano says, the state still hasn't gotten its act together.
When the legislation came out from the state, we took a very strong stance against the whole cannabis issue for a variety of reasons. We all had our individual reasons, but I think we were all unanimous in the fact that we knew the state of New York would screw it up. and they did. And they continue to screw it up.
DeStefano says that all you need do is go to Times Square in Manhattan and see the number of unlicensed stores selling cannabis products. The New York State Corrections Officers and Police Benevolent Association has denounced the state's plans to close additional correctional facilities in the upcoming budget cycle. The union says the proposed closure of up to 5 facilities comes at a time of increased violence that requires higher staffing ratios and lower inmate density. The officers have an ally in State Senator James Skoufis.
My opinion is we should be doing the exact opposite of making it more difficult to do their job, which these closures would do.
In the latest round of closures, Downstate Correctional Facility in Fishkill, one of the newer facilities, was shuttered by the governor. An inmate at Dutchess County Jail has been arrested on a weapons charge. 54-year-old Joseph Picard, a Poughkeepsie resident, was arrested by authorities after an investigation by members of both the law enforcement and corrections divisions of the Dutchess County Sheriff's Office. Picard, who's still in custody at the jail, is now accused of possessing contraband in the form of an edged weapon. He was charged with felony promoting prison contraband, according to officials. A funeral service for Sergeant Chris Philly, who died suddenly while on the job in the city of Hudson, will be held tomorrow. The 10 a.m. service will be held at St. Mary's Church, Holy Trinity Parish in Hudson. Calling hours are from 4 to 8 p.m. today in the church. Philly, who was 51, died the day before his 52nd birthday. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.